Welcome back to another episode of Excuse My Grandma. It's Kim and my co-host,
Grandma Gail.
Well, we're in the middle of summer. Anything exciting lately?
Well, nothing really, except that it's gotten very hot. Of course, we knew this was going to happen as soon as July came about. So we're thinking about doing some things this weekend in the Hamptons as far as entertaining. So we have to think of a menu and what we would do, what you would do for your friends and what I'm going to do for my friends coming over. It's sort of a little different way we approach things. So what are you doing? Are you having cocktails?
Okay, well, I
dinner?
never really have people over. I feel like normally I'm going to other people's houses. So I'm excited to host and curate my guest list because then I can just invite whoever I like. And
But you like everybody. It's just a matter of how many.
no, but I
people
can
you
like
wanna
control
have.
who comes
Exactly,
and not. Is what I'm
exactly.
saying. Like, there's
Yes.
not going to be the
There's
random
no
person.
list. You don't need a list.
Well, I don't have enough people to make a list.
I don't have enough people to even do a small list.
Yeah, well, this is a small list, and it should be fun. Maybe if there's a random person I meet who looks cute off the street, I'll invite them to come too. But what?
I have to say, Kim, the difference is already in how I saw you do the invites, because you just do it over your phone and say if you're available at 5:30, just let me know. For
Yeah,
me,
well, I made a little invitation. I didn't just text it. Like,
Oh.
I made that on Canva, the website is called. I made like a template that says "come for drinks" and it's pink and green.
Oh, you
So
did do that.
You saw
Oh,
me
so-
do it in the
Oh,
car.
right, that's right. So it is sort of like what I do with that invitation thing. What do you call that?
Paperless post.
Paperless post.
Except a little less, like, I'm not asking people to RSVP. It was just
Right.
kind of like it was like a digital flyer kind of that I'm sending to my friends over text.
Okay.
Just that has all the information on it of where we live and everything. And it should be good. I don't know. I feel like, so it's just drinks. So I don't think I need that much food, but of course I need to put out.
Well, you have to put something out
Something.
because people, if they're coming between 5:30 to 8, they just might want to take a nibble on something. You just have to be careful to have things that are weather. What do you call it? That you can put out in the hot weather. So crudité is always good with like a green goddess dressing, which, by the way, Cinderella does very well. And I was also thinking from Cinderella, which I've had at other people's houses, they have like a little clear spring roll with just vegetables.
Yeah.
Which would be also.
It's
'cause
called
you-
a summer roll.
Summer roll. You don't want to do anything like a tuna or anything like that because, the people will be dropping like flies in the heat. So you don't want to have that outside.
And then what other things do I need to know as an entertainer?
Well, I think you need to have your whatever, if you're going to have your tequila in an ice bucket, and I would have a couple of bottles of rosé.
Oh, yeah, but what about like mixers for the
I
tequila?
wouldn't do that. People, I don't know. I don't drink tequila. So do people mix it with something?
Well, like if you're having hard liquor, you would want some sort of like iced tea or fruit juice or something to like mix it with.
Well, I don't think you're having a bartender. It's really going to be very casual. It's just a few of
Yeah,
your friends.
I know, but you should have more than just rosé out.
Well, I think you should have rosé. You could have your tequila out. I don't know what you mix that with. You could always have a Perrier or club soda on the side on
That's
a table.
ratchet.
Why?
I mean, I want, like some club soda, but no one's just having a vodka soda in the middle of the day. Like a refreshing, like nice,
Well, why
fruity.
don't you make it? Then you could make a sangria. If you really wanted to do something
Maybe.
like that.
I don't know
You
if
could
people-
make a big pitcher of red wine and you put some oranges and peaches and just cut them up and put them in the red wine.
Maybe. I don't know if people want that in the middle of.
Well, I would stick with the sangria, not the sangria, excuse me, the rosé, and have big bottles of cold Perrier, because I'm telling you, it's very hot. People are just coming to stop by and say hi and have a drink and have an hors d'oeuvre or so.
Okay, so what kind of like music should I have on?
Well, I would have probably Barry Manilow, but you're not having
I
him.
was thinking some Copacabana.
Oh, well, that.
No, I might do a 70s playlist, honestly. I feel
Okay.
like that's more fun than just top hits or something.
Yeah, Dirty Dancing type of thing.
Maybe.
Or Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, maybe.
Except for cocktails in the afternoon. Does that work?
I think so.
Okay.
You're just
All
not
right.
blasting it like.
No. Well, you can't blast it anyway. You have neighbors.
Yeah.
So, but that would be nice. And it's just really to get everyone together and say hi.
So no decor?
No, I don't think you need a decor. I mean, just have pretty cocktail napkins out, and that's it. If you wanted to get, they have such pretty plastic glasses with all kinds of flowers on them now. You could really, if you wanted to go decor, you could do that. Just make it easy on yourself because you have to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I
That's true.
Try to make things easy in the summer, and you can get away with it. It's not a formal dinner party.
Right. Okay, so then when you're going to entertain, what are you going to do?
I'm not entertaining in the evening. I have people over for lunch because my house is so small that I could only have 6 people over for dinner, maybe 8 if I squeeze them in. So we usually just, have lunch. I'm having some ladies over for lunch. And what I'm going to do is I have very pretty mats that I put on my table. We eat inside now. We can't eat outside. It's so sad because I have these beautiful gardens in my backyard, and I worry about them all year and get them all ready, and they are absolutely at their prime now. The hydrangeas are out, and the impatiens look beautiful, and all the irises are out. And the truth is, nobody wants to sit outside because it's too hot. And the food comes even with the netted little covers that you can put on top of the food platters. It's unpleasant. So we end up eating in the air conditioning, and so I'm going to set up the table very nicely. I got some very pretty new straw mats that look very interesting. I got them at this charity event that I went to in Palm Beach. So I'm going to try that with some pretty napkins, and I have lovely...
But do you do the same thing every time, or you switch it up?
No, I switch them around. I have lots of different table settings.
Yeah.
So this time I'm going to go sort of with a pink vibe.
That's cool.
And
I always see on TikTok and stuff people like showing different ways to decorate a table, and they have all these different options. Like, I don't even have one table setting.
Well,
I mean, my mom probably does, and it's her house. It's not my house. But
exactly, it's not your house, and plus you're not doing formal, entertaining. Yours is more of a cocktail thing, which you could do with the napkins and the glasses. That could.
But how if it's not a sit down? Could you make like a tablescape?
Not really. Just have to arrange the wine bottles very attractively in a big bowl, receptacle with ice in it.
Okay.
And,
one of my girlfriends that's staying with me this weekend, this is like, she's so good at this kind of stuff.
Oh, so good. Put her on the job.
Yeah. But then what am I doing? Just being a lovely host.
You'll watch her, and you'll be charming.
Yes.
You'll be very charming.
I think I think if we were to compare both of us of who's the more charming host, you would probably win, but you have more experience.
I don't know if it's a contest. I've just done it longer.
Yeah, I'm pretty charming.
I think you're very charming, and you really you've made dinner parties for 1 or 2 people.
Very rarely.
Well, yeah, you can do it. You have the ability to do it. It's just the desire. So.
Who's the most charming in the family? I feel like Poppy. Dad always calls him Poppy Charming.
Well, he gets charming, but not charming
to us.
Not to anybody we know.
Yeah, just to other people.
It's a stranger on the street that he thinks he went to Harvard with 50 years ago. All of a sudden, he's becoming like he's like Henry Kissinger. He knows everything. He's recalling things out of the past, and he loves that. But you know what? He does like to have people over, and he actually loves to do the wine. He's never really likes to be into that part of it. He never cared about the tables. He always was supportive if I wanted to buy different dishes or different, whatever it was.
I don't think anyone in the Merstein family is going to win for most charming.
Oh, don't say that. I think they're all very charming.
You're being nice. Okay, so I think I have a good idea of how I'll entertain, and I'll take some videos and stuff once I have it all set up.
Well, I'm going to serve fried chicken.
Okay.
Cinderella. If the girls like it for lunch, I'm going to get a big salad.
That's
nice.
I'm
going to have some fried chicken from them, which is very, very good.
That's like a hearty meal. Like, I don't think
but they don't eat a lot. They have one piece.
Yeah.
And then if you serve a salad with it, and then I think I'll get, they have a very good corn salad as well at Cinderella. I think I'm going to do my whole lunch from Cinderella and a beautiful French bread.
Maybe we should just go to Cinderella together and get everything.
We could do that.
Because I'm going to need a ride.
Road trip. We could do a road trip. And basically, for dessert, for me, I'm just going to have some little cookies from Cinderella. I do a one-stop shop. You can make it. It's first of all, the farms and everything out there are very, very easy as well. I happen to love the zucchini bread at one of the farms that actually is
the one near
you.
me. Yeah.
So I think I might pick one up on the way out. And just
my
slice
friend
it up.
who stayed with me over the 4th weekend, we like went to the farm and
Right.
they have the zucchini bread and also very good brownies.
Yeah.
And so
Excellent. She
she
makes them.
she like loves that stuff, my friend. So she got all the brownies. And then when we got back the next day, she was like, I wanted to have the brownies, but they were all gone.
Oh, maybe your brother.
Yeah, my brother's friend ate the brownies.
All right.
And we were like, oh, he's allowed to have them. But she was like, I guess we have to go back now because I want
It's not that far.
brownies.
And
No.
they are really good. Her
Yeah.
baked goods are delicious.
Yeah. So
So
let's.
that settles really our menus. I think we've got our menus
Yeah.
down pat.
So what happens like if somebody shows up and you ran out of things because it's like more people than you thought?
Well, I never do that, and you
Okay.
shouldn't do that either. Always get a little extra.
Yeah.
Because you know what? None of the things you're getting spoil.
Yeah.
So, if you don't
I just want to make
use
sure
it,
we have enough alcohol.
well, that I can't help you on because I drink Perrier, so I don't drink
Right.
alcohol, especially at 5:30. And most people are going to go out for dinner
Yeah, I think
afterwards.
everybody is.
So I would think maybe everybody will have maybe one cocktail. I don't think people are going to have more than that.
Yeah.
And
What
they're
else?
not going to stay the 3 hours either that you're probably having it. Some people will go in.
Right,
They might
that's
have
the thing.
a 7 o'clock
That's the other
reservation.
thing that makes me nervous. I'm like, what if there's only like 5 people there at a time, and then that's not
Well,
a good
that might
party?
very well happen.
That's
That
that's
could
not good.
happen.
Because then it's like, let's say, yeah, some people come in the beginning, some people come in the end, and there's never cumulatively more than like 10 people.
Well, I think that's probably what you should figure on. So just,
That's not good.
Oh, it's fine.
That's not good
10
vibes.
It's fine. You know what? They're all nice kids. You'll all have fun together. Talk about what you did during the week.
I guess so. What else are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to a lobster dinner on Friday night. I'm really not. Thursday night, I'm going to go into Sag Harbor. I don't know. I mean, I just like to chill on the weekends. Nothing ever spectacular because next week we're going to Montreal.
Yes.
So I'm really actually looking forward to it because I've never been to Montreal.
Yeah, so we haven't told our followers about that yet, and we're going to share it all as well in the next few days. But we are doing a family trip to Montreal, me, Grandma, and Poppy. In the past, we've gone to Paris, we've gone to Berlin, and we were trying to think of something convenient for summer. And we love doing like our grandparent trips. So we're going to Montreal, and we're going to stay.
I am so psyched. We're staying.
Yes, we're staying at the Marriott. It's their new hotel there. And have you been to Montreal?
I've never been to Montreal, so I'm really excited because everyone who's been there says it's absolutely charming. The restaurants, it's a foodie town. So when we're going to 2 French restaurants that friends of ours recommended who come from that area. So we're going to try it. We're going to go to the Jewish deli on Tuesday for lunch.
Yeah,
Even if we
a
have to
few
stand
people
online.
recommended that to us.
Right. We're going to
And
go.
so we're going to document all of
Take
it. I hope it
pictures.
has like that French feeling.
Well,
and
not in
like
the deli.
no, no, but I
don't think
mean,
in the deli it's going to have a French vibe, but I think in the restaurants at night they
no,
will.
but like walking around Montreal, like I feel like a lot of people say you feel like you're in Europe.
Yes.
So
It's
that's
got a
fun.
very French feel.
Yeah. So I think that'll be really
I'm
exciting.
very
So
psyched.
we'll be there for a few days. And
And the weather's going to be warm there too.
yeah.
So it seems like from being very cold all down up and down the Northeast and in Canada, now we're getting a heat wave. So we're going to have to pack accordingly.
Yeah, I have not packed yet. I have to figure that out still. Let's talk about other videos that we've done this week. What you helped me get ready for a date at the beach.
Oh yeah, that was funny. We had a lot of comments on that, I'm sure.
Yeah. We did. Okay. What
Two
did they
different bathing
write?
suit
People were
choices.
like, Grandma Gail is tired of playing around, dressed to impress. A lot of people liked the red bathing suit, but I liked the purple one
Well,
that
the
we
red
went
bathing suit
with.
was very, very pretty. It just was a little too skimpy on the
Yeah,
top.
yeah. People were also asking why you were saying don't get freckles, and it's because it's sun damage.
Yeah, because we've
not
done a
because
whole-
freckles are ugly. Like
no, but we've done a whole thing on sun protection, and you really need to go out and make sure you're lathered with whatever SPF 60 and don't get any sun marks because it really in the future those can cause a problem. So we don't want that.
Yeah.
We love freckles if you're born with them.
Yeah, not if they're from
Not
sun
if they're
damage.
if they're sun related.
Yeah. We also did Rule 26, which is make sure he gives you butterflies because you feel excited, not anxious. Right, Grandma?
Right.
So if you feel that feeling, make sure it's not because you're anxiously
Or
attached.
that you have a cramp. I have to tell you, I'm waiting for the butterflies. I'm married 60 years. I haven't had a butterfly yet.
Well, what'd you
when
say
do
to-
I get a butterfly? I'd like to know.
What'd you say to me this morning? Make sure it's not like acid reflux.
It could be exactly. I mean, to me, you're waiting for these things to happen. You should be looking forward to the date naturally, and looking forward to your plans. But don't build up things that are beyond expectations. That's what I tell everybody and anyone who asks. Be realistic. People are people. And, when you create something together, you develop a relationship. And the more you have in common and the more likes you do together, the things you would like together to, perhaps it's hiking, perhaps it's swimming, perhaps it's playing golf, perhaps it's just sitting and reading a book in silence. It's something you develop over time, and it doesn't happen instantaneously.
Do you have any headlines of the week?
Well, the headlines are really very much the same that they've been. I mean, now we're still having the war in the Ukraine. That doesn't seem to be, ending soon. They're talking about these cluster bombs the United States wants to send over. I'm very much against that. I think we should not be doing that because it's, the other countries all have ruled against us. And why now all of a sudden would America send these cluster bombs over? They're too terrible because they really can lie in the ground and then many years later hurt civilians or maim children that are not part of the war. I really don't believe that's a wartime weapon that we should be giving to people. So I'm against that. I know I'm probably going to lose in this battle, but I think it's a thing the United States should not be part of. They're really nothing essential. Of course, there's been issues in the Middle East, and
Someone threw a phone at Harry Styles' face.
that was terrible. I watched that video. Somebody threw a cell phone at Harry Styles and really hurt him in the eye, above his eye. I mean,
Nobody hurts Harry.
I know. That kind of behavior is so awful and is so uncalled for. And I don't even understand where this is coming from. You're at a concert being entertained. Just enjoy. Be polite. This is not right. I hope they found the person. I really do. And he should be really punished financially and not be allowed. There has to be a way to keep him out of any further kind of concerts. Adele made a comment about it and said if anybody, she used the F word, comes into her concert and dares throw anything, that'll be the last thing they ever throw. And I think she's right. I think we have to have, respect for people who are working. This is their jobs. And you wouldn't throw a cell phone at a policeman, hopefully, or a fireman or a teacher. So, be respectful. This is not supposed to be a place for bad behavior.
Okay, 1950s movie of the week, Summer Love, 1958. We were doing some researching. I don't think neither of us have seen this one.
But the star in it went out with my uncle.
John Saxon.
Not him, the woman.
Judy Meredith.
No.
Jill
St. John.
St. John.
Jill St. John went out with my uncle. And she was quite
Wait,
beautiful.
who was your uncle?
Well, he had long passed. You didn't know him.
Okay.
My mother's brother.
So I'm guessing it didn't end well.
No, they went out. They were friends. In the 50s and 60s, you could still remain friends. You didn't have to be arch enemies.
Yeah. What's that like? Okay. Another great episode of Excuse My Grandma. Thanks for listening. Follow us on social media at Excuse My Grandma or me personally at Kim Merstein. And we'll see you soon.